Oh my goodness, this is insane to see. A studio might go down the drain because of one person working at this studio doesn't like a content creator playing their game. It's insane. But before we get into that, I just want to say what's going on, everybody. It's Alpha Chino here, and welcome to the video. If you guys do like these videos, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help out the channel. All right. So, video game called Mouthwashing. Their audio developer lost their mind because Asmongold covered the game, and this person said, "quote unquote, I feel sick to my fucking stomach." That's insane. But let's go ahead. Let's get further into this. Alrighty. So those that don't know, Mouthwashing is a single player game, science fiction, venture game that has been getting positive reception from gamers on Steam. Now the thing is, Asmongold was covering a video, doing a reaction, and had some interest in playing the game. He said it in his live stream and everything. He says, "Hey, you know, this game, it sounds very interesting. I want to play it." Right? But the funny thing is, the music and audio developer named Martin Halden lost his mind because of it. And it is crazy. I don't know if he has a personal thing against, it sounds like he has a personal thing against Asmongold. But let's back it up a little bit. What was the video about? The video was about a lot of fans from Mouthwashing. Mouthwashing. That's what it was called, right? Yeah. I don't know why it says mouthwatering here. But a lot of fans decided to draw some characters, the fan arts and things like that. And they drew some pretty interesting drawings. No, it's not a new drawing or anything like that. But apparently people saw this and got upset. And they were like, this is it. Like, I'm just going to harass you and send a whole bunch of hate, to the point where one of the creators, one of the fan creators, basically apologized and took down their drawing because they're being harassed so much. It got to a point where the developers from the company said, enough is enough. And they said, from Mouthwashing fans, creators, we have been receiving harassment over works that others have found distasteful. If you see the fan works that you do not like, they said, block it and ignore it. Any form of harassment is unacceptable, and if you cannot be respectful and considerate, this fandom is not a place for you. So people that are going on a personal vendetta, like attacking people that are drawing characters and everything, not in a bad way or anything, they're just like, it's dumb. It's dumb. And the funny thing is, Asmongold said the same thing when he reacted to the old video. It's actually this part right here. He's like, this whole thing is fucking stupid. So later on, he wanted to play the game, right? And what happened was, this is the drawing too. And so what happened was, later on, they found the person found out, and they were upset. They said, the anti-woke crowd has found the game and I feel sick to my effing stomach. Being on Twitter is going to be unbelievably painful from now on, and I don't know if it's going to be active on here. I don't know if I can be active on here. I don't have the energy for this. And the thing is, like, I don't understand why this person has a personal vendetta against Asmongold. He's a very large creator, like one of the biggest creators on Twitch, one of the biggest creators on YouTube as well, that covers things like this. He just reacts to anything. It's like politics and also games, but mainly he has good insight on games. So as a developing company and studio that made an indie game, you would be happy. A lot of people would kill to be in that position, to have Asmongold or somebody large like him to play their game and just give some feedback on it, right? But this person seems like they messed it up for a lot of people, because the man has a massive following, and if he gets on the game and says this game is really good, and and plays it and has a great time, and people see it obviously because the man has like an average of like 20,000-30,000 people in his streams every time. When I see it, like that's another 20,000-30,000 downloads, possibly, probably, like we'll just say like probably half of it, so like 15K, still a lot to download the game and play it, and it will help your numbers and everything like that. Like that would have been amazing, especially if you're trying to get into the game industry. But this person decided to just try to take shots at Asmongold. And Asmongold just like, what the hell did I do? He's like, I just playing the game. That's it. I didn't say anything bad or anything about it. Like this guy attacked him first. And that's not a good look on a company. Like me personally, if I was working at a studio, I'd be like, hey, like you need to apologize to him. And yeah, you gotta apologize to him, because this is not a good look on our company and our brand, especially if we're like putting this like for this game. Because once you piss off your consumers, and also it's not like he was being sponsored or partnered or anything. He wasn't getting paid for it. He just said, I have an interest in this and I wanted to play the game. And what happened was, like, you have one of the people, which apparently is a co-founder, shit on him about it. And it's like, bro, what the hell are you doing? Like, you are self-sabotaging the game to being very successful. It could be even more successful than where it's at. So going further, it says, ironically, the developer is upset that people are coming to the defense of the mouthwashing game, and he is upset by it, which shows a disdain that so many woke activists in the gaming industry have for their own consumer base. What consumer base? That's my question. What consumer base do you have? Because everything I've been seeing lately is that these woke activists that are developers or whatever that are working in the studio are just talking shit on gamers who are the people that are trying to buy your game, and they just like saying, oh, we're being attacked or stuff like that, when people are just giving feedback. That's what you do. So it doesn't make any sense at all that this is happening. So then you have Mark Kern, the former leader developer of World of Warcraft, aka Grums, posted on his account. One of the devs of mouthwashing is really upset that Asmongold found the game, and they said, I feel sick to my fucking stomach. I never mentioned it till today, and I'm apparently already preemptively not welcomed, LOL. So you're already like removing people that could help your game become better. They're not telling you you have to do this, you have to do this. They just want to play your game and talk about it, and that's it. But it seems like, for me, what it seems like is like this person is afraid of receiving feedback and criticism from somebody that's outside of, I guess, their comfort zone. So it's just weird. It's like, I guess it's like you would have a family member, like you're cooking a great meal that you think is amazing, and your family members and your friends enjoy it and stuff, and they tell you, hey, you should have like a professional cook, like taste your dish, right? And you get Gordon Ramsay that comes in, and you're just like freaked out, or you're angry that you deny him. You're like, no, you can't have my dish. But then he could potentially put your dish in, I don't know, Hell's Kitchen or one of his franchises, and you could be making millions of dollars. You just fucked it up, right? You just blew it. That's what's going on. That's from what I'm saying, is that this person just blew it. So let's see here. So then he followed up, urging gamers to co-opt the community, saying, game is not woke. This is what Grums was saying. We have the opportunity to do the funniest thing and take over the gaming community with chuds. We're not using it as a like, oh, this is how we're gonna attack the woke activists. No, we're just saying, hey, wow, there's no ideology that's in the game that's not being pushed. It's not being forced upon people. Things like that. It's not DEI or anything like that. It is a game that you can simply enjoy. That's what everybody's excited about. You can look at Space Marine 2, the same thing. People were just happy that there was no social, economic, political, like real world stuff going on in the game. It was just like its own thing, which everybody praised and loved. and that's why that's why it's one of those amazing games. So it is just crazy. So this is the person apparently right here, Cyrate or something like that. That's their name. That they were upset about this, and I was like, wow, that is very, very interesting. So let's see here. Yes, and I agree with this part right here. It says it's ridiculous that there are those who claim to stand for diversity and inclusivity that actively hate and want to gatekeep a large portion of the video game community out of playing a game over politics. The audio and music developer has since protected his X account. Basically, nobody can read it unless you follow him and they follow you. That's what I believe, which is a weird thing to do because of his inability to deal with criticism from his attack on his own consumer base. You attack your consumer, like apparently it's like you can dish out whatever you want, but you can't receive it back, which I think is funny. And they have a blue sky. But anyway, so then the reason why I say he has a blue sky, because then he goes and rants on Blue Sky, talking about the situation, but deleted it, saying, replying to one of the commenters who wished him well. It says, thank you, that means a lot. I really want to be active. I don't know why it's active, but active and engage. Okay, yeah. Engage with my mental health is taking a big toll. So it's best for me to step back for a while. What you could have done was just like to prevent all this, you could have just not done it. That's what could have happened. You could have just said, you could have been like, oh, I don't know what it is I don't like about asmongold. You have people that you work with. You can talk to them and say, hey, like I have something wrong. Like, I don't like this guy. And they can be like, why? And you guys talk about it, things like that. You don't have to lash out on social media and also like specifically target that person to try to get some point across. I don't get it. Because then you just hurt your game. Like there are people that are seeing this and they're like, this game does sound interesting, but then because of what's happening, they don't want to buy the game to play it or anything because what you just did. That's how you can damage a game, potentially end your game and your company. So I don't know what's going on with this person. Hopefully they, just take a breather or something. And like, I don't know. It's like, to me, it's like it's selfish. It's very selfish of what's going on because this person decided to do this. They chose to do this, not thinking about the people around him that did the art, did the level designing, did the character animations, the rigging, the effects, did the UI and stuff, like all of them. And then obviously the publishing and everything, right? Like that person didn't think about anybody in the company, in the group before they did this. That's why I say it's selfish. Because now, because of this person's actions, they're paying for it because hopefully they have they have like a good standing, right? But hopefully it doesn't dip. They don't get bad reviews because of this person. I think the game, from what I saw, it looked good. It's like PS1 graphics and everything, but the story is so good that it's like it just doesn't matter. So that's really cool. But the thing is, like, hopefully people still play it because like they want to support the other developers and stuff and not this guy. Like that's the one thing what really gets to me when it comes to reporting these things about stuff that's going on in the studio and like in the gaming industry and the studios is usually it's one person. It's like one or two people that cause this huge issue and then just destroy franchises and stuff. And we want that to stop. That is the overall thing why we want all this stuff to stop, is especially franchises that exist, because it's stuff that we grew up with that completely changed drastically. So we want this to stop. We want games to just go back to being normal and being fun again and stop all this stuff. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think that this person just completely destroyed this game, or like put a ding into the game or into the company? And if you were a game developer and you had a large creator wanting to play your game, would you let them? That's all I got for you guys. All right, South Channel. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Bye.